what you just said. I'm not even sure I want to be that anymore.
You never had it so good.
They call me Cuba's Pete. I'm the
Enchilada, enchilada, extra spicy salsa. Eat it in the kitchen, don't step in the lava.
Hi friends, how's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Holy heck, it has been a minute. Catspur, thank you so much for that resubscription. Really appreciate it. Something is happening! Love that, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Yeah, we got the hype train going, so thank you so much for that too. Welcome in. Hi everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? It's y'all, it has been so I swear what was it? Last Thursday was the last time that I streamed. It's been bonkers. Let me turn down the music just a little bit. I do love Daft Punk, but it's just a little bit loud on my end. But yeah, so I think last time I streamed was last Thursday, and we've had a lot going on since then. And then also my camera hub for my prompter is not working, so we'll get that here in just a second too, because that way I can actually see all the things that are happening. Technology, man, I love it, but good heavens, does it broken sometimes too. So, but yeah, we've had a lot of things happening lately. So Twitch did, there we go. So Twitch did finally release the ability to stream in vertical, landscape, portrait, whatever mode, to the Twitch application for everybody. It is out of beta, so if you are watching on a mobile device, I should be in full vertical view here. I know I'm directly over the chat, but it's just kind of seemed like the best way to do this. But if you do have questions, comments, feedback, anything like that on the overlays and things like that, please let me know in the Discord. I'll take a look at it. This is just a test to see how it goes, and we'll go from there. Hi, Jen. Welcome in. Let me back up and let me see who all is here. So let's see. We got a Kim Chalada. Lovely to have you here as always. We also got a Cansper. We got a Wim resubscribing for 24 months total. Holy heck. We got Catsper with that 15 stream streak. We got Busy Bee Bree. Hi, Bree. Welcome in. And then, yeah, Jen is a shark. So thank you all so very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so the last time we streamed was last Thursday. I think. One of these days I'll remember which days I stream and don't stream. Someday. That day is not today, but someday.
Hey, who's got my hat?
Look, I'm Woody.
Hi, Gene.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
So the last time that I streamed, the last time I had a go live notification was the 17th of June, which would have been last Wednesday. And I believe that was the day of the Disney Dreamlight Valley Summer Showcase, and we had thoughts and opinions on that. My thoughts and opinions haven't really changed. Looking forward to it. One whole week, I know, and it killed me too. Like, there were multiple times while we were home and while we were on the trip, I was like, I'm having fun, but God, I would love to be streaming right now. Too long, yes. Well, I think for some people it made it even worse by the fact that Unleashed MDK was also on vacation. Like, we don't stream at the same times, but it's like you get used to having people, and I do the same thing. We bounce around from channel to channel to channel on Twitch like all day long, so there's always somebody live. And Herm wasn't on either, I know. Hi, Tinty, welcome in. Hi, Epiphany. Yeah, it just... Apparently, we completely independently of each other coordinated vacations and other obligations that were off Twitch, and it just was no good. We're not allowed to do that again, even though we're going to do it again in November. But in November, whenever we're all gone for TwitchCon, some of you will be able to be there with us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Struggling a little, yeah. It's just, like I said, you get used to people being a part of your day. And when they're not a part of your day, it just kind of screws life up. But I'm back. Herm's back. Matt, I would imagine, will be back here pretty soon. I think he's home. So getting his stuff taken care of. But yeah, we're back. How is everybody? How was everybody's week? I know we've kind of kept up a little bit in the Discord, but we're back now. So we had a really good time this weekend. Like I said, it, had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's like a daily routine. Had a lot of fun. I like flying. I have no problem with flying. And honestly, the trip overall was a lot of fun. There were probably, one kind of a couple of things that I would rather not have dealt with or, would like to take back. But overall, it was a good trip. So we left here. We actually left the house at I don't know, I think it was 9:30 or something like that on Friday evening to fly to Chicago for Brick World, because I wanted to make sure that that was something that Wim really wanted to do. And so we were able to make that happen, which I'm very thankful for. So we left here Friday evening and got to the airport, no issues with parking or anything like that. And we start heading we made it through security. Again, no issues. And we had booked like the cheapest of the cheap red-eye flights because, again, we kind of threw this together, not last minute, but pretty close to it. And so we get to the gate, and first, I think our flight for that one was delayed like an hour. Hi, Rudy. We got to meet Rudy this weekend, and we got to meet Nerd in person. Loved it. So good. But yeah, so I think our flight Friday evening was delayed like an hour. So we already got there early because I am neurotic about stuff like that. And then, so we're sitting, we're chilling, and then they're like, oh, hey, by the way, your flight's delayed an hour. Great. Okay, fantastic. So then I don't know what has happened to flying lately, but I've never flown regularly as like a normal part of life. I've flown a few times whenever I would go to visit other family and things like that when I was a lot younger. But now, Wim and I drive most of the places that we go. If we're going to visit family, if we're going to TwitchCon, like when we go to TwitchCon this year, we're going to drive. We drove last year. When we would go to BlizzCon, we would drive. Like, we drive. Now, I'm not trying to drive to Chicago. We looked it up. It's like 26 hours straight through. But I remember like overnight red-eye flights, middle of the night, were like empty. Or if not totally empty, there were a lot fewer people. That was not the case this weekend. Both flights that we took were slammed full. And also nobody checks baggage anymore. And I'm sure part of that is the airlines charging for checked bags, which I think it's ridiculous. But it was like everybody had a carry-on bag. So they're sitting there making announcements over the PA, like as we're getting ready to board and stuff like that. And they're like, hey, just so you know, this flight is very full. Like, this is a full flight. What the heck is this layout? Are you on mobile? If you're on mobile, yes, I am sitting on top of my chat. It's a thing that I'm testing now. I want to sit down and kind of redo. I do want to go through and redo my layout for mobile, but it's to try and make things a little bit better in terms of mobile, and then go from there. But so they're like, Hubby travels weekly for work, and almost every time he checks his bags, they don't make it off the plane with him. I think that's a big part of the reason too. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so they're telling us like, hey, the flight is full. Basically, if you are, they were asking for volunteers, but ultimately they were like, if you are in boarding groups 8 or 9, which we were in, because they were the last boarding groups or whatever. They were like, if you are in boarding groups 8 or 9, basically, we're going to gate check your bag. There will not be room in the overhead compartments. They were like, we'll check it for free. Like, it'll be there, all that kind of stuff. Just know that you're probably going to have to gate check your bag. And so I looked at Wim and I was like, do we just want to volunteer to just cut through the crap? And she's like, yeah, might as well. And they were doing it for free. Otherwise it would have been an extra like $75 or something. Thanks, American. So I go up and I'm like, yeah, we'll gate check. That's fine. So they give us the tag and I go back and sit down while we're waiting and, shuffle things around like, okay, what are the things that if this bag somehow gets lost between Phoenix and Chicago, what should we take with us? So we like grab medication, stuff like that, put them in our backpacks. So we get on the flight and we are in the absolute last, like back of the plane seats. Poor Wim is jammed up against the window. And of course, for some reason, the arms between, the middle seats are able to come up, but for some reason the ones on either side, like on the far left side or on the far right side, don't. So poor Wim, it's like they're, I am not a small person. I try to be small as possible, but I am not a small person. So poor Wim is just jammed in between me and the armrest on the other side. And I'm like, I felt bad. But it's like there wasn't probably about an inch of additional space that she could have had if she could have lifted up the armrest. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But, so we get there and right. Yeah, no, Wim intentionally took the inside, the window seat, A, so that she could see, and 2, so that I was the one jammed up next to a stranger. Now, we did, we were very lucky, and I tried to not encroach on this poor lady's space as much as I could. Very nice, very slender lady. Like, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. All of us are exhausted. Like, we got on the plane. We didn't talk, but it wasn't like it was an impolite not talking. It was just like, I'm tired, you're tired. We don't need to do the pleasantries thing. Have a great flight. We'll talk to you later. And she was very nice. Like, as we're getting off the plane, I was like, I'm sorry if I was taking over your space, because I slept a little bit, and in your sleep, it's difficult to control, what you're doing. But, very polite, very pleasant. So we get off the plane, and they're like, oh, your baggage is, or actually, they don't even tell us which of the baggage carousels our stuff is going to be at. So I'm like, all right, well, let's go down to baggage claim and see if we can figure it out. So we got off the plane, both headed straight for the restrooms, finished in there. That took probably 5 minutes. There's a level of understanding when you get in a tuna can, airplane, that you're going to bump elbows with the person next to you. Right. Yeah. And I think that both of us were on the more reasonable, rational side, that it's going to happen. I'll do the best that I can. Like, I hold no responsibility for anything that she would have done. Like, it wasn't a problem, but if she had, I would have understood, because I'm not small, like I said. But yeah, so we go to the restroom, we grab a couple of waters, and we start heading for baggage claim. There was probably a maybe 15-minute gap in the time from when we got off the plane till when we actually hit the baggage claim area and found the carousel for where we needed to go. That to me seems like a reasonable amount of time to allow them to get all the luggage off the plane, get it down to the carousel, and let it sit for a few minutes at least while everybody comes to claim it. No, like O'Hare in Chicago, these people are like on it for this luggage apparently, because in less than 15 minutes, our baggage had been dropped off onto the carousel and then picked up because it was just probably sitting there spinning around the carousel. So I'm like, okay. And at this point, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning because time zones and things like that. And so I'm like, okay. So I go over to the little booth that they have right next to it. I'm like, hi, flew in from Phoenix. My stuff was supposed to be on this carousel. It's not there anymore. And she's like, oh, let me look. So she gets all my information. My sister's always mocking me when I fall asleep in cars, planes, etc., because my head falls back, my mouth falls open, and I'm basically a gaping fish. So if it's a crowded flight, I just try to not fall asleep. I'm not small either, and if my head falls to the side, I'm gaping some stranger in the face. That's so embarrassing. Me. Absolutely me too. But yeah, so we get down there and, so I'm like, yeah, we're looking for our luggage. So she gets my information, goes back to look for it. And so I'm waiting for a couple minutes and we're like coordinating, getting the, starting the process of getting the Uber going and all that. And as I'm watching, she starts to come back out from the back area where it's at and she doesn't have the luggage. Meanwhile, coming from the other direction, there's a lady pushing a cart that looks like other people's luggage as well and stuff like that. So this is the person who like scoops up all of the luggage that's left on the different carousels and takes it to the back so that people can come claim it or whatever. So it was like within less than 15 minutes, it went from the plane to the baggage carousel to the unclaimed baggage area. And I'm like, y'all are on it. Not even kidding. That was impressive. So we get our luggage, we head out to the spot where we're going to jump in the Uber, and it was really nice because the Uber like app or whatever is at this point, at least at O'Hare, is good enough that it's like, hey, here are directions to the rideshare pickup point, because a lot of airports now do this thing where they're like, here is the designated pickup spot. If you're getting an Uber, a Lyft, you know, whatever other ones there are, this is the spot that you go to. And it's actually built into the app now that it says, here are the directions to get to the rideshare pickup spot for this airport. So that was really cool. So we get in the airport, or we get in the Uber, we go off, do the thing, met a lot of really great people who, you know, some of them have been in the stream, and it was a ton of fun. Wim posted a lot of really great pictures from Brick World. There's a lot of other stuff on the internet as well, that some very impressive builds. And it was a lot of fun. And, but yeah, I don't know that I would necessarily do it again, because brick building is not necessarily my like on stream thing. And so I don't have that connection with those guys. All of them were very amazing, very wonderful people to meet with and interact with and all that kind of stuff. That's nothing to do with that. Just less of my thing. Now, I'll absolutely go to support Wim, because Wim is my wife and I love my wife and I want to spend as much time with her as I can. Just not as high on my priority list. But yeah, so then, you know, we go through the whole weekend. Everything was mostly fine. Good food, good friends, good people, like all that kind of stuff. So we come back, and again, we get to the airport early because it had started to rain a little bit in Chicago that day. And so we get to the airport, we're a little bit early, and so we checked the gate whenever we got through security, and I was like, okay, it's this gate. So we start heading toward the gate, get most of the way there, and then my phone dings, and it's like, I don't know if it like picked up that I was in the airport already or what, but it's like, you know, I'm watching it, and all of a sudden I look, and it's like, oh, your gate changed for your flight. And the initial gate that we were directed to was like all the way down one of, you know, because most airports are on like that hub and spoke thing. So we're in the hub, we're heading down one of the spokes. It's almost all the way to the end of the one. And then I get the thing that it's like, oh, your gate changed. And it's all the way back at like the next one over. So we had to, after we walked all the way down the one, we have to walk all the way back and then go around to the other one. It was, but flew back, no problems on the flight back. We ended up, we weren't able to upgrade to first class, which probably would have been ridiculously expensive anyway, but we did upgrade to an earlier boarding group, and we ended up upgrading or paying to swap our seats to, we ended up sitting in the exit row. If you can get an exit row, get an exit row. Like, you know, and yeah, they ask you, they're like, hey, are you comfortable following instructions? And, you know, doing all the kind of things, like if there is an emergency, like Wim and I are both capable people. And so both of us were like, yes, that's fine. But yeah, so much leg room. And then we were sitting directly across from one of the flight attendants who was also a very nice guy. So it was nice. And then, yeah, we came home and slept. But yeah, it was a really good experience overall. Like I said, we got to meet Rudy and Nerd in person, which was just absolutely fantastic. You know, both amazing people. So that was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, all the brick building guys are really, really great people as well. And, you know, had fun with it. So we'll take that. Okay. Now, let's open the Dreamlight Valley. I have not opened Dreamlight Valley today, so I have no idea what the shop looks like. I briefly glanced at the name of the next Dreamsnap. I have a confession. I didn't submit a Dreamsnap Catsper, I can't really blame you on that. I almost didn't submit one either. I was like last minute crunching to get mine done last night. Because I was just like, I wasn't inspired by the theme at all. I didn't want to do it. So turned off by this theme. Absolutely. Yeah, I was not here for it. Let me shrink that down a little bit. Scooch that over a little bit. Yeah, I was not inspired by the theme at all. And yeah, I will jump in and like I'll show you. Like I was not impressed at all by the theme. I was not inspired at all by the theme. I think the one that I have heard is this week's theme also kind of doesn't sound that terribly inspiring. I did have it spoiled last night for me, at least kind of what it was, and it's not terribly surprising because it sounds like it is moderately Toy Story based, so we'll see. I haven't checked yet. Yeah, so let's do this in that order then. So event for Dreamsnaps. So last week's theme was Journey into Imagination. And this is what I submitted. So full screen. Sorry, anybody who's on mobile, but it's just, I know it's not exactly the theme that they were kind of describing because it's not the, like science and stuff like that. And, but this is what I went with. I was happy with this, so I'll take it. But it's like we've got, the cart in the back, we've got Mulan, and the horse is supposed to be like heading into the memory thing here. It's just, I really phoned this one in. However, I will still point out that I did more than people who submitting quest selfies, character selfies, like, so I know that this is not going to be a 4K Dreamsnap. I'm perfectly okay with that. But I wanted to make sure that I got something in, but I also don't blame anybody who didn't do one last week. But yeah, so this week, current challenge is Cherished Childhood. Build and decorate a playful scene inspired by your childhood memories. Relive magical moments with Buzz, Olaf, and companions from your favorite adventures. So, interesting. We'll see how that goes. And then I think I did submit one before that. So this challenge is currently being processed. So the Kingdom of Beauty one, I didn't do anything too crazy. I feel like kind of a nice setting. We've got the fountain. We've got the characters all chatting and doing their thing. So again, I have not looked at my rewards for it. They could have chosen this after giving us poo. Yeah. And I think, yeah, so you're right. This absolutely could have been one that went after poo. I think they also kind of went with this theme because Toy Story 5 came out this past weekend, I think. It was either last weekend or the weekend before. So probably trying to, monopolize or whatever off of that. But yeah, absolutely could have picked better timing for it. So, what did we get? So, 1,200 for that. Thank you for playing Kingdom of Beauty Challenge and sharing your creativity with other Dreamlight Valley players. I've been holding this in for a couple of minutes because there hasn't felt like an appropriate moment to mention it, but I can't resist any longer. I have a kitty in my titties. Okay, first, my chat may not be as feral as Matt's, but titties are always appropriate around here. Just put that out there. Also, I'm so glad that you got new kitties, and I hope that they are doing well, and I hope that I hope that it's been a good experience so far. Yeah, always appropriate around here. What did we name them? Yeah. But yeah, so 62, ranked 44,380. Okay, not bad. 1,200 moonstones. Vesper and Gwendolyn. Ooh. Those are good names. So we'll claim that. And then, let's see what we get out of my abundance of grilled fish. So I didn't realize that you could not progress your star path in other people's valleys. And so I was trying to be helpful the other day with Busy Bee Bree and Mrs. Bone Daddy and whoever else. Because it actually rains periodically in my valley. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I'll stay logged in and I'll keep my valley open so that if it starts raining, I can ping people and they can come over and fish, because there's that one path thing that requires you to fish up fugu. I didn't realize that you couldn't progress your star path. So, and I think I opened up my valley, put the code in the chat, and I was like, oh yeah, so I was watching, and then while it was raining, I pinged them, and then I think I was like playing a round of Fortnite or something like that. Hi, Carol Ann Mom, welcome in. I ended up having to turn my volume all the way up. I was tired of literally watching plants grow. Yes. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, so I was off playing around with Fortnite or something like that. And I see, this was while Wim was streaming last night, I think, too. And so I see Bree in her chat, in Wim's chat, talking about, oh, I dropped off a bunch of fish or something like that, because she came over to check. And I think she mentioned that, but we're like, yeah, we can try it anyway. But yeah, so she came and dropped off, apparently, let's see, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 50, 600 grilled fish. I am set on grilled fish for a while, and I think that I also have an entire cooking pot full of like fruit salad or whatever too. So I think I'm good for energy food for a while. Hi, Carol Ann Mom. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great evening. Let's see what we have in the furniture pouch. Decorative drum. Okay. And then got the Crimson Banquet chair. Doing wonderful. Glad to hear it. Frog plushie. That's new. We'll take that. And then the Studious bookshelf, which it looks like I already had. Yeah. And then a couple of other fish items. Or food items. I was working on, because I've cooked either all of or most of the recipes for the base game. So I've moved on to Eternity Isle cooking. So making progress on that. The other thing, let's check out the shop. Let's see how Gameloft is going to take my money today. Okay, so the Bo Peep Ensemble, Star Command Cat, very cute. Might have to look at that. The Toy Store House, Playtime Valley Bundle, Carol Ann Mom getting her Cobbler's Hearth dice. Oh, man. We've got the Pizza Planet, the Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin, Al's Toy Barn. Oh. All right. Okay, the Spotlight Collection might get me, because that's one of the things that I realized that I don't have is like any of the rides. Run, Catsper, run. But yeah, I don't have a lot of the rides. But yeah. Hi, Aaron. Welcome in. Getting your iced tea. Yeah, I don't have a lot of this week's Sort 8. Yes. Yeah, it absolutely is. Because, yeah, I don't have a lot of the rides. So I think it's really cool that they're having those in there. Thankfully, I already got the Stealthy Space Ranger. I don't remember when I bought this, but it was a while back. Of course, then I don't really interact with Buzz, so that's too bad. The Ranger set. Okay, so the XL-15 spaceship model and the Space Ranger suit display. Both very cute. And then the Tulip Field set. Okay. Okay, so it's like one of the decorative. Okay, I gotcha. The Dreamlight Figment Topiary. Might have to look at that. Oh man, the Mad Tea Party. Game Loft, you're killing me. Ranger Donald. I might pin some of these and save them for later. That way I'm not spending all of my money at the same time. The Steadfast Heart Ensemble. Okay. Probably skip the Bugs Life Decor Bundle. Probably skip the Island Refreshment Stand. I don't know. We'll see about that. Yeah, they absolutely cooked with the shop this week. Cool. So yeah, that's the shop. Like I said, I really might come back for some of the rides and things like that just because I don't have a lot of those. But we'll see. Okay. And then for the event, so I think at this point, there we go. I need to go talk to Woody because I need to finish his quest for the Parks Fest.
Excuse me, could you come here for a second?
Since it's Parks Fest time, Buzz and I thought we could add even more fun to the valley. We want to share the best parts of playtime with our fellow villagers, especially in the plaza, meadow, and beach.
We've got ourselves a hero.
Okay, they knew what they were doing. All right. Plaza. Which of my phones is buzzing? Let's see. Okay. Alright, so Plaza, I need 5 playful furniture and 6 Toy Story furniture. So basically, 6 Toy Story furniture. So we'll go all... Toy Story. Apply filters. Oh. Playful would be the other one for that. And yeah, I'm not gonna decorate this fully. I'm just gonna kind of throw some stuff down. Alright, so there's that. Because then I'm just going to come back and pick it all up after this quest is done. Because I have a very terrible aesthetic going in my valley currently. Alright, so same thing. Playful and Toy Story. Okay. Playful. Toy Story. And then the beach. So how's everybody else doing? What's everybody up to? We gaming, we chatting, we harassing our partners. Playing with kitties. And same thing. So, playful, Toy Story. Okay. Snuggling with the sleepy kitten and playing Palea. Lucky. I'm gonna go find my boys after this and snuggle with them. Oh, I got dirty looks from both of them at some point today, though. I didn't even do nothing. I was getting in trouble with them. Oh, Catspur. A sweet friend gifted me Mecha Chameleon today. I'm debating on hopping on real quick, but I'm currently obsessed with Power Wash Simulator. If you need people to play Mecha Chameleon with, let me know. As we typically play at least a couple of rounds a night. But I also understand the allure of Power Wash Simulator because it's just nice jumping and then just kind of lurking and vibing with it. Anything else in here I don't have while I'm here? I think I have everything. Oh, look.
Hello.
Half cup. There we go. I'll probably just grab a couple
Just so
more.
you know, I've got some new goods at the store.
Furniture.
I'm having so much fun here.
My valley's a mess because of the Star Path right now, playing along with you. Yeah.
I have so many amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm done with the Star Path at this point. We would love to have you with us. We've had so much fun with it. We've had a lot of fun playing with different, you know, the base maps are really good, but the ones that other players have created as well are so good. We found one last night that is a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time map, which if you've spent any time in here at all, you know exactly how appealing that one is to me. So that was almost an instant purchase. Let's see. Okay, talk to Woody. But yeah, we'll definitely... at some point, we'll probably even get a group together from the community and play that, because it is a lot of fun, and you can do some of the weirdest stuff. Last night we were playing on a Simpsons-themed map, and I was hunting, so I painted myself up to look like Krusty the Clown. It was so good.
Wow.
Okay. So that, I believe, is the end of the Parks Festival for me. Group mode. Picking up all of this. Yeah, we've had a lot of fun with it, though. But yeah, between Fortnite with the sprites, because I still have a lot that I need to collect, and Mecha Chameleon with just the general shenanigans and that, gaming has been really good lately. Had a lot of fun with it. Okay, so I think I've collected everything for this, which I have. I finished all of those. I don't really need to worry about the Moana thing for the quests. But yeah, some of the maps that other people have created have been really good. Like I said, we found a Legend of Zelda themed one. We found a couple of Simpsons themed ones. A couple of Minecraft ones. It's been a lot of fun. Okay. So there's that. Now, the other thing was the routine vault rewards. Okay, Gameloft. Okay. I see what you're doing. I'm going to say something in their Discord about that. It's annoying. They told us, and I know that they can change their minds anytime they want, not the shop, I want the event. They told us that the vault rewards would be things that were from the vault. So old Star Path items. Oh, and we need to talk about that too. Old Star Path items that people did not collect for whatever reason. Like me, I was not playing whenever the Star Path was happening. Or when, whatever, a lot of the older Star Paths were happening. Vault rewards should not be new items. And they've alternated so far, because the Royal Vanity Bench and the Royal Vanity were both from the Aladdin Star Path. I don't remember the name of the specific Star Path because, again, I wasn't playing at the time, but that's the character Star Path that it came from because I looked it up. This is a new item. This is a new item. Don't... Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting before I go off on a real rant.
I got a challenge for you, kid.
Okay. Royal duties. Serve a meal. Feed a raccoon. Bark, bark. I will. Again, they're entitled to make those requirements or whatever they want. They're under no obligation to do anything. But if you're going to do a thing, don't change course on us. Those items absolutely could have replaced the building pieces. I'm ranting. Do it. Yeah, that's not what they should be doing. Okay. I came into a Palpatine impression, or hear what I want to hear. No, probably Palpatine. A little bit. I do love Ian McDiarmid.
Hey, you know what?
Do it. Execute Order 66. Wednesday is going really well. I've had a lot of fun, We went through the store, we went through, finished off the Parks Fest stuff, because I had a couple of things left that I needed to do in there. And then right now we're working on finishing the routine tasks.
Oh, hello,
We're going to feed Mother Gothel. But yeah, it has not been a bad week at all. But how are you, Leia? Hope you're having a good evening as well. And then we'll probably jump in and work on... Oh, could have done another meal. Probably jump in and work on this week's Star Path, try and get a little bit of a head start on it. As opposed to my usual. We're going to wait until the last second because we don't like it. If I just get it done now, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. Sure, clam juice. It's okay, DDV. You can call it a Bloody Mary. Nobody will judge you. Everybody will judge you. Solid advice. Now, if only I'd followed behind you. No. No. To be perfectly honest, this will probably be the only time that I stream Dreamlight Valley this week until next Wednesday, just because at this point I'm done with the Star Path. I'm done with like almost all. I do still have the Hercules and Phil character quests, so I'm debating which one of those I want to do. If I want to work on the quest tonight, or if I want to work on the Dreamsnap. I'll just make some candy. But this will probably be the only time that I actually stream. Okay. I thought I had a thing that said cook 5 meals, but apparently not. Okay, so let me just do that. Okay, so favorite gifts. That's what I was here for. Okay. Oh, that would be why it was in that list, too, because I'm sure somebody's looking for it today. Cheshire Cattail. A donut sounds really good right now. I don't need a donut, but it doesn't mean that one doesn't sound good. Okay, horses should not be drinking soda. Just putting that out there. And one more. We'll do grilled fish. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually have 6, but that's okay. Alright. So let's go see if we can find where all these people are at. Let's see. Nice try. Phishing email. Oh. Okay. Don't tell me how to raise my horse. Oh. Cam. Thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. We do have anonymous follows turned on, so if you would like to pop into the chat and say hello, please feel free to do so. If you want to hang out and lurk, that is also okay. Bath time battles had me. Oh yeah, the bath time with the children. Okay. So who... I always do this and then I forget to remember who I need to give stuff to. Okay, so I have stuff for Mike and Sully. I think I put their house up on the Plaza Island. We'll probably find most of these people up here. Oh, and I have to make small talk with 5 people, so that should be relatively easy. Because I just give them their favorite gift and have a conversation with them. Alright, so who's up here that I need to talk to? Cinderella, Cinderella.
Over here.
Bonjour.
Au revoir.
I have something to give you. Candy. Also bad for rats, but you know, I'm not a doctor or a veterinarian or a studier
well as a team.
of rat diets. Kim, glad you were able to successfully get your children bathed. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Sully, Mike.
Best thing about this place? No paperwork.
I have something to give you. Mike wanted the grilled fish. That was interesting. Oh, I leveled up. That would be why. I was trying to figure out why it was showing me that I was losing energy or gaining energy. Got the 2 tops from that, so it looked like it had a masculine and a feminine version, which we love that. And then Mike, of course, ran away while I was trying to have a conversation with him, sir. Are you looking for something? Oh, we're on the same level now. Nice.
Yes, me. Some of these folks could use a
I
few
am
laughs.
almost there. Honestly, I kind of even forgot to think about progressing my character levels just because it's been so long since that was a thing. I got him in bed and realized I forgot the toothbrushing and said, frick it, he'll be fine. Yeah, he will. It said he's in a house. Those teeth are gonna fall out anyway, Kim. Okay, now it's saying that he's in the restaurant.
Ready to make some laughter? Hee! Let's get this show on the road.
Something to give you, and you were looking for crackers.
Ooh.
The Japanese figured out how to regrowth teeth. It's fine.
Take it easy, pal.
Did they really? Mm-hmm. All right, Donald, Kristoff, Cinderella, and none of which are in here. Donald, Kristoff, or Cinderella. Oh, excuse me. Just waiting to see who's in the other restaurant. And then... So they must be in their other areas. Okay. So we'll hide those guys again. We'll hide Hades. We'll leave those 2 out because I need a quest with them. There are so many characters. It's the future. We've been growing. We'll have teeth growing out of our eyeballs. That sounds unpleasant. What are the eye teeth anyway? I know that's a thing. Does anybody know what they actually are, though? Unpleasant, maybe, but sick as heck, yes.
Remember, no one can stop you from dreaming.
Oh, ad break. Okay, cool.
My.
Stop walking away from me while I'm trying to talk to
We
you
have
and
so
give
much
you
to talk
treats. Please. Gazpacho?
Oh. Ah.
Okay. So I do want to make an edit here. Because I know there's a lot of screen real estate that's not getting seen. Okay. Trying to figure out this vertical view thing too to make sure that people can see a little bit more of what's happening.
It was lovely to see you.
Alright, one more make small talk and feed food. Oh, Donald's right there. Hello, Donald. I have something to give you. Baked carp. Alright, now 4 more royal tasks. So 4 night thorns, 4 rock spots in the peaceful meadow. Four spots on the Forgotten Lands. I'm pretty sure that's a coffee beans, which should be... Which ones are the coffee beans? Are these the coffee beans? Those are the coffee beans. So I only need to do one more of those. What's going to be the fastest 1-star meal? And it did say or better, so done. And event routine tasks. Oh, 5. Okay, got the hair, costume, dress, and Hera's hairstyle unlocked. At least one of which I will never use. Alright, so I think that's it as far as tasks go. So yeah, I'm going to grab Phil.
Listen, we got work to do.
And let's get to questing. What's up, coach? You wanted to see me?
Go on.
Yeah, about that. I'm a coach, but how good of a coach am I? Well, let's figure it out. I gotta know, am I the greatest of all time? Oh, definitely.
Interesting.
I'm gonna take on the hardest coaching challenge of my life, training the most unlikely hero in the valley. Goofy. After he helped with my play, I kinda owe him. Okay, that's fair. I think Goofy might surprise you. Okay. And actually, I need just a second. I need to blow my nose, and I'm gonna open my office door because it's getting a little bit warm in here. So, give me just a second. Okay, so we back. Anyhow, I could use a hand. I get the psychology of your aspiring Greek hero, but you've got an insight into the minds of the villagers here. I guess I could be your assistant coach for a while. Great, let's go talk to Goofy.
For you, I'll waive my usual premium for it.
This can only end well.
Is my fairy godmother
Although if
here?
you've ever seen
I
some of the
missed her
Goofy
so-
cartoons, the dog is surprisingly athletic. He is down this way.
Hey there, pal. How about a chat? How's it going?
Goofy, my friend, have I got a proposition for you? Oh, howdy, Phil. What can I do for you? You putting on another play?
Yeah.
Nah, this time it's more what I can do for you. I'm gonna turn you into a hero. Hear him out. Okie dokie. Trust me, Goof, when I'm through with you, you won't even recognize yourself. Ooh. Pretty happy with who I am. But you can be so much more. Well, you're the coach. That's right. Now, first thing, we're going to get some muscle out of those noodles you call arms. Can you make us a weight training set? Okay, but try to be nice.
This place is the cat's pajamas.
Here, so we need 4 bricks. We have everything else. Build a weight training set at a crafting station. And place it. Seems straightforward enough. How did Goofy get his pom-pom? Goofy, We are here to pump you up. Okay. Who wants to bet how many dream snaps there's going to be of this week?
Need anything from the market? Just come see me.
Okay, I'm not trying to gather villagers. I'm trying to talk to Phil. Was also not trying to pet the crocodile. There we go. Consider this your new home until we've made a hero out of you, Goofy. Oh, I'm supposed to live here now? He's speaking rhetorically here. Well, that could have gone better.
Oh.
Maybe it just ain't hero material.
How about that? Go on.
Excuse me. Head over to the Glade of Trust. There's a real ornery crocodile in the waters there who would be perfect for Goofy to face off against. Crocodile. Oh, I love those little guys. Fish it out near the giant willow. Bring it back to my house. Okay. Fish out the ornery crocodile from the Glade of Trust near the giant willow. Okay. Thank you so much for that lurk, Jen. Alright, got the ornery crocodile. Never smile at a crocodile. You'll be back.
Listen, we got work to do.
Oh. Excuse me. Sorry, everybody. Anybody get anything good for Prime Days? I know they had some really good sales. Wait, I'm awake. I know they had some good sales on some fantasy sets. I managed to avoid getting one that I really kind of wanted. I still might give it. We'll see. There it is, Goofy, the ferocious beast. Have at it. Oh, hey there, little fella. Are you hungry? Go on. What are you waiting for? Actually, he is kind of cute. Not helping. Just have some toddler summer arts and craft stuff in my cart right now. Good choice. Good choice. Oh, gosh. Look at the pattern on your scales. You sure are adorable. No, attack. Go for it, Phil. Oh, you scared him away. Please make sure my little croc pal's all right.
Go on, get out of here.
Catch the ornery crocodile. Oh, that was quick.
I love it when my fur gets all toasted.
I say we put the ornery crocodile in the fountain. But maybe that's just me. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a little bit of a shorter stream tonight because I'm feeling it. Well, that was a disaster. Let's see. Just fixing a thing over here real quick. Okay. I think we're good. Well, that was a disaster. Well, the croc wasn't exactly evil. Maybe I need to adjust my strategy here. If the little guy's gonna be okay, he'll be okay, Goofy. With you keeping an eye on him, I'm sure he will be. Let's go talk to Joey. So that was one thing that I definitely brought up in the Discord while I was not ranting about other things, is basically saying like, hey, you should roll, and I think we've talked about this in here as well. I was like, you should roll Eternity Isle Rift in Time into the base game.
Can I talk to you?
So that you have more opportunities and at least a few more characters to base quests around. How's Goofy's training going? Huh? It's, well... Goofy is trying his hardest.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, I heard about the Crocodile Showdown. It happened 5 seconds ago, Joey.
Yay!
Don't worry, I've got a suggestion for you. What Goofy needs is to awaken the joy of heroism as a complex and multi-layered villain to challenge. Lance Slashblade has the darkness that haunts his past. Hi, Gypsy. Welcome in. How are you? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. But I think Goofy needs something more concrete.
Not bad.
You're going to be our villain. I am? You're perfect.
Right,
If you're really going to inspire Goofy to heroism, you'll need a properly villainous personality. I'm so sorry, everybody. If you're really going to inspire Goofy to heroism, you'll need a properly villainous personality. What do you think your villain origin story would be? The thing that set me on the path to villainy would be, oh boy. I was born bad and I love being bad. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. I was always jealous of an older sibling, or people ignore my great ideas, so I'm going to make them pay attention. People ignore my great ideas. Would you like a Red Bull? I don't know if I have any left in there. I need to look and see if maybe they're on sale this week. Or a Madrinas. I would take a Madrinas if we have milk for a cold brew. I would not like a charged refresher. But I wouldn't say no to a Madrinas. That's some good stuff. Now, as a villain, what would be your one big regret? Oh, man. All right. Gameloft really needs to stop, like, ripping at the heartstrings here. One of the, if we have any of, like, the brownie batter, that would be good. I think, or If not, one of the Fallout chocolate peanut butter one is fine too. Please. Other than that, I'm not picky. Surprise me. As a villain, what would be your one big regret? My one villainous regret would be that my path has set me against a family member, that people will hate me even though I know I'm right. I have no regrets. I'm in it for selfish reasons. People will hate me even though I know I'm right. Ooh, I'm getting chills. It almost feels like I'm directing a dream for Dream Productions. I think we just need one more thing. A great villain's outfit. Why don't you go change into something blue, purple, or black? You know, villain colors. And make it kind of traditional or elegant. Then go confront Goofy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can I just send my, Forgotten over there? Wardrobe. Okay. Bold, traditional, elegant purple and black. Okay, apparently I'm already wearing things that qualify for that. Joke's on you, I'm already dressed in green, purple, and black, right? You know what? I'm just gonna go talk to him like this.
You have two.
Oh.
So you have a pink one in there as well if you'd rather.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you have one more left.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Apparently I do have Red Bulls left. Do I need a Red Bull at 7:30 at night? Maybe, because we're probably going to be up for the next 5 hours playing Fortnite and Mecha Chameleon. Yes, thank you,
talked about
Wim.
Beef Wellington just being a corn dog from a different tax bracket? No, but you're absolutely fucking right. That's ridiculous.
You know, Bree, if you said fewer unhinged things, I wouldn't have fodder like that for walk-ons. Only one more left? Yeah. No, it just means that I need to jump on ye oldie Amazon. Bree Wellington. Casper. Oh. Well, there's Bree's 13th reason for the day. Alright. Oh, there's only 80 mil. Let me know if you do. I need some stream punishment candy, etc. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know though, Wim. Or if you want to put some like whatever you need in the in our chat, and I'll probably look at it after stream. All right. Where did a Goofy go? Oh, he's over here.
How you doing today? Good to see you.
Goofy, prepare yourself, for I am the Dread Emanus. Oh my, I mean, I will defeat you. But how come you're challenging me? I didn't do anything to you. My nefarious plans stem from my goal of finally not being ignored. I'll make everyone see me. Prepare to do battle.
Ooh.
But do you like being evil? It doesn't seem like very much fun to me. Now, fishing, that's fun. I love Goofy. Now, fishing, that's fun. Do you want to go fishing with me? Only if you do the perfect cast. I'll fill in every fishing hole in the world. Ayo.
Cool.
That was pretty mean. Don't you feel bad about that? Even a little? Well, I do regret that people won't understand that my glorious plan is the right path. The ends justify the means, Goofy. I don't know about that, but maybe we could put our heads together and come up with some better means. I can't take this. Focus, Goofy. No, he's doing fine. I think we're getting somewhere, Coach. What are you talking about? There's been no punching, no throwing, not even a little small shoving. I think I'm getting dizzy. Maybe Goofy's got the right angle here. I'm feeling less villainous.
Say it ain't so.
Goofy has to be a proper hero. I can't take this pressure. Why? Don't you like me for who I am already? Yeah, maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself, Phil. My life's work. Nobody in the valley really knows what I did with Hercules. And if I'm not the best, what am I? Maybe if folks here know I'm the best coach around, I can finally relax. You want a trophy? Okay, wild idea, but what if you just relax? Everyone knows you're a great coach. You don't need to turn me into a hero like Hercules to prove that to anybody. You know what? You're right. One of my heroes literally has his own constellation. What am I working so hard for? I think Phil needs help relaxing more than I need help being a hero. What if you make Phil his own special chair to relax in? Okay, I'll do that. Bet I can make a great lounge chair and maybe Hercules can help me out with that. Now, ¿dónde está Señor Hercules?
I could use a hand with this.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, we moved from being sleepy to being burpy. What are the other tipsy? I think is one of the other 7 beers of Duff Brewing Company. A bit of advice: don't lose count of the push-ups you've done, or Phil will make you start over. Okay. Hey, Herc, got a second? I'm trying to craft an extremely comfortable chair for Phil. He's been a little stressed lately.
Oh, gee.
Got a little stash of clouds from Olympus that would make a pretty great chair. Think you could spare some?
Oh. Come on. We've got work to do.
Craft the Olympian Easy Chair. Go to Phil's house. Now, put the Olympian Easy Chair in Phil's house, so you can do that. I was like, where do I put it?
I got a challenge for you, kid. Listen, we got work
There you
to
go,
do.
Phil. One lounge chair fit for a god.
How about that?
Am I honest? Yes, Phil.
That's rough.
I'm going to take an epic nap in the chair. That's how you use a good chair. Keep an eye on your mailbox.
You won by a landslide.
Well, since we're here,
You ready?
you ever think about
I'll
getting
tell
into
you what's
hero
what.
business? Sweet, sweet retirement.
Not bad.
Not too shabby. I'm planning on a nice, relaxing day of fishing. Want to join me? Sounds great. Go fishing with Phil. Oh. Oh, he's right there. All right. Are we already hanging out? I think we are. But
Yes.
let's hang out. Yeah. Okay. So we got the bream. I'm not going to worry about that right now. While I'm thinking about it, if anybody does need buttons for the Parks Fest, now that I'm done, I believe I have an abundance of them. So if you do need anything, let me know. If you're on the Dream Team, feel free to request them through there. Otherwise, just let me know and I can drop some and have open up my island for, or my valley for you to come over. Or pretty much anything else. At this point I have not an overabundance of things, but I have enough that I can probably donate almost whatever you need. Or can help get it. Memory orb. There will come a day where I pick up all of the memory orbs that are scattered around my valley. It's not going to be anytime soon. Okay. So I'm a little bit sad that we still have over a month, and this is very self-inflicted. I fully acknowledge that. I'm a little bit sad that we still have over a month until the next character comes out. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. Before I say it wrong, please forgive me. I'm pretty sure it's Lila, right? Or is it Leela? But either way, hello, welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. People say either. I'm 100% good with either. Okay, sounds good. I also have one of those names where it's like people are like, is it Imanus or Imanus? I'm like, either way, it's fine. I've responded to Imanes, like... You two are one of my favorite couples. It's so sweet. Yes, just say my name. Say my name. Say my name. I mean, I've even responded to "I'm an ass" before, so yeah. Like, if you make an attempt, I'm not going to be offended. Just don't call me "Hey you." I'm adding the riddles to my about now. The items will be delivered to, or will be unpacked tomorrow. I love that. Oh, boy. So friends, if so Lila Rose Live was one of the people that we got to meet in person at Brick World. Absolutely fantastic member of the brick building community. Just so kind and just absolutely wonderful to hang out with. And she's getting up to some shenanigans over on her stream. So, yeah, we'll definitely interact with her more as well. Like, just in general, all of those, you know, everybody from that community is absolutely fantastic. And, you know, even though I am not a brick building content creator like Wim or the rest of them are, like I said, just all of them were absolutely wonderful to me while we were there. So, we appreciate that.
No, my mouse friend Gus would love visiting Remy's restaurant.
And I absolutely love how much my Twitch watching and my Twitch, you know, content consumption has changed over the last 6 months, year, 2 years. You know, like, not that I'm less discriminating, like, I still, you know, I still kind of stick to the very similar communities and very, you know, I watch a lot of Fortnite, you know, watch a lot of, like, variety gaming and things like that. I did not anticipate that brick building would be one of those things that I started watching more of, but between Wim's influence and just the chill vibes that so many of the people in that community provide, it's just been so fantastic. And I love it. And honestly, it's led to meeting and engaging with some really fantastic people. So I'm here for it. Okay, it's time for something different. I like Skrillex, like, but we need something different. Excuse me. Try that. Okay, so I need, I'm pretty sure it's a blue pool for the shrimps. Okay. Here and there, fish, randomly. We'll take it. The next thing I need to do as well is I need to continue farming Dreamlight so that I can unlock more of the floating islands. Because at this point, I think the only two that I have are the plot or Peaceful Meadow one, or the Plaza Island even. I don't even have the Meadow Island or the beach or any of the others. I did get the Forgotten one, but yeah, I need to go and unlock more of these. Actually, how much Dreamlight do I have right now? 5,000? No, not even close. So yeah, I need to unlock more of those so that I can continue moving villagers around and just do more decorating. That's my plan, is I want to... Basically, the only time I want to have villagers in the main valley is if they're new. Just for their quests and things like that. Or if I want to do a specific... you know, specific decorating thing or whatever. Hey, 500 Dreamlight. Love it. Crazy how they still haven't given us this Storybook Vale Islands. Yeah, I don't remember the timing on those. Just because I started so much later than everybody else. I mean, at this point, I think I just passed playing slightly more hardcore than a year. Because yeah, so I think I started playing more in... I think I caught like the very tail end of Garden of Whimsy, maybe? Let's see. No, I don't even think I did Garden of Whimsy because I feel... yeah, I know it was an Oasis Retreat. Because I don't have the Relaxing Capybara, which was the very first one out of there. Garden of Whimsy, did I pick up anything? Nope, I didn't play for that one either. Because I don't have the Butterfly Companion, and I definitely would have gotten that one. But I do have... Do I have the Whimsical Hatter Vest? Oh, search and filters. Okay. So where did I get the Whimsical Hatter Vest? I must have skipped the Butterfly Companion for some reason. Yeah, because that's new enough that it would not have come back. Oh, okay, so I think... Because out of the Garden of Whimsy Star Path... Whimsical Wheelbarrow... I don't have... I have the Fairy Garden table, but I think that popped up in a... Yeah, Elements of Nature Star Path, so that explains why I have that one. Do I have the White Rose? So yeah, I must have played a little bit. White Rose Heart Tree, but not the Spade Tree. Okay. So yeah, I must have played at least a little bit in the Garden of Whimsy Star Path, because I do have, I don't know how. Crown? Court of Hearts Crown. Yeah, so I had to have played a little bit during the Garden of Whimsy Star Path, because I have a couple of items out of there. Okay, so yeah, so I think I took probably the Moonstones, the Design Motif, and the Court of Hearts Crown. Okay. So yeah, I played a little bit during that Star Path. Anyway. Floating islands. Let's see. So 114 was the first set. Glittering Island, Tangled Island. 114, 115, 118. So 2024. 2025. February. August of 2025. So yeah, it's been almost a year since they added the last set. So yeah, that is surprising now that I'm aware of how long it actually has been.
What shall we do today?
Because at this point we're basically an entire DLC beyond when I would have kind of expected them to do that. Like, I feel like that would be like a thing to do, like, at some point during the next DLC, was they would release the floating islands for the previous one. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. Shrimp. Fish. Scrimps. Dazzle Beach. That's still the button one.
Is my fairy godmother near? I've missed her so.
Can I get scrimps in here? No, of course not. Oh, bags are full. Well, it's probably because I have about 600 freaking meals in there. Not that I'm ungrateful for that, just it takes up a lot of bag space. Okay, what do we got from Phil? You sure know how to treat a retired coach right. When I kick back in my new chair, I can feel the worries just melting away. I could really get used to this. I hope you do too. My friends find some of the most unhinged things, and I will have to post what one of them just sent later in the Discord. But it's part of our tabletop group. And tabletop players get a little bit crazy. I managed to kind of resort all of my stuff. I do still need need to go back and I need to find the orbs that you can put stuff in so that I can just get a good indication above each of these chests of what it contains. You know, infinite spare time kind of things. That's the other thing that I need to do is I need to go back and I need to farm more snippets. I think that's it. So, let's see. Not Hatsune Miku back in the friggin' shop, good grief. Yeah. I saw that and I was like, nobody tell Herm. And then we smart transfer all the rest. I'm going to keep the rest of that on me. Yeah, frick Miku. At this point, in honor of our friend Herm, if I see a Miku, I chase a Miku. For those that are not familiar with Herm, one of our amazing friends who does stream and play Fortnite and also plays Marvel Rivals, he does not like Hatsune Miku. I don't know why. I don't know the lore behind that. And frankly, I don't need to know. Hatsune Miku, bad. I wonder if that'll let me, if that will work. I doubt it. Also, you are not fish. You do not go in the fish thing. You are vegetable. You go in the vegetable thing. Nope, it does not count. Okay. So, shrimp go back in there. But yeah, Hatsune Miku is now a moiter on site outfit in Fortnite. And she's there so much. I remember, speaking of Dream Snaps, or Star Paths, which also leads back to the Fortnite Battle Pass. For those of you who do play Fortnite and are not aware, we have passed the statute of limitations on some of the Battle Pass skins, outfits, whatever, probably outfits, from Chapter 5, Season 4. Which was the first season after they made the change to the language about those items coming back. And so starting this weekend, I believe, if you did not play or you did not finish obtaining them, outfits from the Battle Pass of Chapter 5, Season 4, which is I think it's like Doctor Doom Marvel season, whatever, will be available in the shop for V-Bucks in Fortnite. And I believe that they tweeted that out earlier this week. And so I believe it's the War Machine bundle, the Gwenpool bundle, and then the Peel Vereen bundles will be available in various days over the next couple of days. I think starting like Friday maybe. Those will be available in the shop. So if you are not aware of what that means, basically the original language for the Battle Pass stuff was that those items would be exclusive to the season that they were played in. Well, Epic went back and updated the language that those items could come back at a later date to the shop, but it was only from that specific point moving forward. And so now, starting this week, at least for those items, they could make appearances back in the shop. So that's really cool. That is unfortunately only one season before Wim and I started playing. So it's the, you know, there's a lot of older style ones that I would really like as well. And I'm sure that Wim probably feels the same way, but, you know, at least we're getting something. And if it's popular enough, they may reevaluate. It's one of those things that is like, you know, some people are going to have a problem with it because they're like, oh, well, it's my exclusive skin. But then other people are just like, I don't care. I've had it for however long. So, but yeah, so that Fortnite is going to start having Battle Pass skins, outfits, whenever return. So looking forward to that. Probably going to look up and see how much some of those things cost, because there's some really good outfits there. And so if it does well enough, they may reevaluate older ones.
That's rough. You're kidding me!
Because at least the mute should have worked, but I don't think the camera visibility worked. Okay, so... Okay, so I need specifically the games. Vertical webcam and copy, paste, games vertical, crop. Okay. Alright, so I think we're good on that front. Okay. Everyone calm down. I got two words for you. I am retired. Whatever. Let me do that. And let me do that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and I did not realize what time it was.
Huh?
Maybe try asking again in a few days. I gotta put an end to this. Meet me back at my house. Oh, we're gonna need some stuff I gotta plan. Okay. I am actually gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for the evening. Just, it's getting a little bit warm in my office. I need to take a break, and let it just cool off a little bit. Plus, you know, I got stuff I want to do. But so not as long as I would have liked to go, but also just like I said, I'm getting warm and it's hot around here. So I am going to go ahead and finish up here. Thank you so very much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I missed y'all last week for the last week. But we will be live again. I think I'm on the schedule again for tomorrow. And I'll definitely plan on it being a little bit of a longer stream. Yeah, so I'm back on the schedule for tomorrow. It'll be a bit of a longer stream. Probably going to play Star Wars Outlaws. But we'll see how I'm feeling whenever we actually get there. But yeah, more than likely it'll be Star Wars Outlaws. And then I'm also on the schedule for Friday. And I think Friday I may feel like playing some Marvel Rivals. So we'll see if we can gather up some friends to play that if anybody wants to join. But we'll talk about that. We'll get that figured out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. Thank you so very much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. And we'll go ahead and find somebody to send us out to. Also, I want to do some voiceover stuff. I was thrilled when I saw that. Yeah. But yeah, so we're going to head out and we will see everybody tomorrow night. And yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later.